Hi folks, I am coming to you today to talk to you about Unit 1. These are my kids. That's Emmett, and then this is Tara. And
You said I was Tara.
No,
Emmett.
I said you are Emmett. Alright, and I think they're going to hang out with me while I'm doing the video. Alright, but you got to be calm, okay?
Okay.
You got to be calm. Alright, so first thing is that I need you to make sure that you are going into the content and going into each module because I've got the step 1, step 2, and step 3 for each module. I had some questions about, like, what do I do? And I think people are skipping the content and just going to like the discussion boards and the assignments.
Hold
on, bud. And so the other information throughout D2L will help you figure out the background information to do those assignments. So this next week you are building your first speech, and the goal is to do ultimately to do a practice round with a little game on the discussion board, and then to do your first speech. Thank you. And to do a speech, the outline, and then the actual speech. All right, guys. Hush. Hush. So, let me kind of walk you through the steps here. Of course, you have the Unit 1 introduction, and then you have a couple of links here. This is to a website I'd like you to take a look at. This is going to be super important as we move forward in the course. And then actually, I'm going to put this up right now as I do this, because I want you to have a separate link for all of these things. So let me go back in here, and this is actually why I do these videos, actually, so that I can see what is it's essentially kind of like a unit or like a test for the unit. So oops. Unit 1.
Someone's trying to talk to Emmett in his class. Emmett, go to
Not yet. You still have 5 minutes. Okay. So my son is in kindergarten. Started yesterday, and so he's on break from his class right now. So let's see. So we'll do that. And then I'll go back to my fake student view and we'll pick up where we left off. Okay, so in the content, you're going to take a look at that web page. Yuja is another tool that you can use internally in D2L to record your videos and things. This is a how-to on Yuja. I don't prefer Yuja. I prefer using YouTube or something. Mainly not because Yuja's that hard to learn or hard to use, but because I like to keep my videos, in control, or I like to keep in control of my own videos, right? And you are more than welcome to use Yuja or YouTube or whatever else you want for your speeches and stuff. After you finish checking those out, there's a handful of videos, and most of these are TED Talks. And my suggestion with this is to take one and watch one every day so it can kind of stew. You don't have to do that, of course. You can just watch them all. But it's a great idea to kind of reflect on it and let it sit there for 24 hours or something. And it's just a good practice to kind of space out your studies anyway. There's a lot of research that talks about how if you practice or you study for like half an hour a day, it's much more effective than studying for like 2.5 hours on one day, even though it's the same amount of time, say 5 days a week, right? So there's some of my favorite ones in here. The Monica Lewinsky video is probably one of my favorite TED Talks of all time, along with most of these other TED Talks. And they're fantastic, and they will help with confidence and with public speaking. And then you have the assignments themselves. So when you go into the discussion topic, you can pick from one of these 3 activities. This one really is a whole bunch of things. And this one, the next 2, gush about something you don't love, and then make a commercial basically about something you do love. Those are fantastic exercises too. And then the last one is pretty fun as well. I'm going to give you an example, and that'll be in a different video, and I'll post that on the discussion board so you can take a look at that. And once you're done with that, you don't have to respond to anyone else, but it's hey kiddo, hold on. I know, hold on. But you absolutely can respond, and I encourage you to look at other people's as well. Then you have the actual speech. I'm not going to go over this in very much detail because I want to see what you do with it. In terms of taking a look at the assignment sheet, and I want you to pull a speech out of that. A couple of things though. With the outline, you do not have to do the outline as written. You have to have an outline, but you don't have to use this outline. It can be a much simpler outline. Okay, so looks like I'm up, so I'm going to sign off, and when you're done with your speech, upload it to the assignment folder, and then I will start taking a look at your last week's things and get some grades in there over the next couple days. Keep in mind, please, that I have 150 students this semester. And so if you're emailing me or something like that, that's great. Please make sure you put in the section that you are in. So COM 115-01W, 02W, for example. That way I can figure out fast what class you're in. Please feel free to text me through Google Voice or to call me. I'm in and out of meetings all the time, so if I can't answer you, then I'll just text back or something and text me. Shoot me an email over D2L or through your PCC email, or you can always Tara, hold on.
Which way left?
You can always
He wants to know which way is left.
make an appointment with me.
The teacher said what
Hold
on
on,
your
honey.
left side.
Hold on.
He wants to know which way.
Hold on.
I mean,
Okay.
he's out with school.
Hold on. Tara, you're interrupting me.
In school.
Tara, you're interrupting me. Tara, it's going to take longer if you continue to interrupt me. Okay. Have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you guys later. Thank you.
Daddy, which way?